Hi, so today I'm going to show you how I make chickpea casserole with tuna. I start off by soaking the chickpeas in water overnight, and then the next day I throw away that water and put them in the pot with new water and boil them for about 45 minutes on medium heat. While it's boiling, I throw in some allspice or pimento and some bay leaves, 2 or 3 leaves. Some white foam might come up to the surface, but that's okay. You can either throw it away or keep it. I continue to check my chickpeas as they boil, stir them around half-time, and by the 45-minute mark, they should be soft enough to continue to the next step of this recipe. You can also scoop some out to test the softness. Next, I drain the chickpeas and keep around half a glass of the water and set it aside with my chickpeas. And let it cool, and we will start our sauce now. So here I have all the bell peppers I will use: yellow, orange, red, and green, and some tomato sauce. I've taken a little bit of the tomato sauce and diluted it in the chickpea water that we saved earlier. In a separate pan, I have some olive oil with chopped onions that we are going to saute. We saute on high heat for about 5 minutes until they're kind of brown. So after I've chopped up all the bell peppers, and you kind of have like a rainbow looking bowl like this, we are going to pour those into the pan with the sauteed onions and continue to cook them on low heat. So after the bell peppers are combined with the onions, we continue to stir until they release their juices and they're soft. It should take about 15 minutes for them to become soft and combined with the onions. So after 15 minutes, it should look something like this. All the juices have been released, the bell peppers are soft, and nothing has burned. So we are ready to pour in our tomato juice and start making our sauce. So we pour in our sauce, and if you have not turned your heat down to low, you should do so now. I also add a little bit of water, half a cup, to rinse out any leftover tomato and to help a little bit with the boiling of the tomato sauce, because it'll need a little bit water besides the tomato juice sauce. Then I'm going to add 4 cubes of sugar. That should be approximately 2 tablespoons. I always add sugar to any tomato sauce I cook. My dad always did it. He said it helps sweeten the tomato a little bit. Then I add the pepper and salt, just as much as you want. Then we let the sauce simmer on low heat for about 20 minutes until it thickens. Then we turn our oven on to 356 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. After 20 minutes, our sauce should be done. It should look something like this, nice and thick. In order to demonstrate, I had to pour my sauce into a bowl so it can be easy to pour the sauce into my baking dish. So now I'm going to slowly add the sauce and the chickpeas that have cooled off a little bit into the baking dish and kind of stir all together. So I usually start out by spreading the sauce at the bottom of my baking dish, just approximately 1 scoop at a time, and then I add some more chickpeas and then some more sauce until both ingredients have finished. So once we are done adding our chickpeas and our sauce in our baking dish, we will take a wooden spoon or regular spoon or anything to stir and kind of combine everything together in the baking dish. So up until this point, the casserole is basically done and ready to go in the oven, but I will add some tuna, some canned tuna to it. But feel free to add any chicken or any kind of meat or no meat if you don't want to. And then stir it all together again in the baking dish. And now it is ready to go in the oven. If you remember in the beginning of the video, I kept half of tomato juice with diluted chickpea water. In the event that our casserole dries up, we can add some water to it and continue the cooking, or else we just throw it out after. So we bake our casserole for 20 minutes in the oven, and then this is our finished product. We scoop as much as we like, and we put it in our plate and eat it up because it's delicious. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.